Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right, all right. Welcome back to Currency 365, LUNC community, USTC community, repay community. What's going on, everybody? Yesterday's video was crazy. I know it was. I was like, yo, that was a really good video. Yes, there was a lot of stuff that was said, but it was a really good. I had a good time making that video. It was a good video. If you didn't watch the video yesterday, because some of you guys did not, um, it was World War III has begun. LUNC-USTC World War III has begun, and today we continue the war, and shots have been fired. Shots have been fired, folks, and you're gonna see it right here. So Neon Rabbi says that I just want to say yes, Happy Caddy Crypto is correct and MoonRabbit is behind the Rackoff token. Okay, so the Rackoff is the guy, Mr. Rackoff, Judge Rackoff, I think it was his name, is the guy who decided the case with TFL and the SEC. So that's where they got that from. So MoonRabbit, the validator MoonRabbit that was trying to take over the chain, which I told you guys about last year, in was it in the summertime or August, September, October? I told you last year that by the time we hit March, April, we're gonna there's gonna be a couple of people or a couple of validators entities that are going to try to overtake the chain of LUNC. So we need to repeg now. We need to repeg. We need to repay. You guys need to get off of these validators and get onto the burn it all validator so we can burn USDC and repeg before they take over the chain. And they tried to take over the chain just about a month or two ago in February, right? Late February, early March, they tried to take over the chain, and the community stopped them from taking over the chain. Well, I told you they'll be back, you know, and so now here they are, right? So in fact, this is them. They are, and they're the ones that didn't allow you to pass the gas fees either, right? By saying that it's going to destroy the chain. They're using all these code words so that you don't do any, so you guys don't benefit from anything. Only they do, right? So it's crazy. These are the same guys that told you that the 10x in the gas fees would collapse DApps. And I said, how's that possible when DApps are not collapsing when they with Ethereum and they're paying 15 and it's 15 to $100 in gas fees over there? What's it? Are our dev teams? I mean, of our DApp people incompetent? No, they're not. Right? So it makes no sense. Just use common sense. Is AVAX DApp teams collapsing? No. Is BNB collapsing at 30 cents to a dollar? No. How is that possible that we're going to collapse at 0.0004? Duh, it's not. So these are the same people that are running these games and doing mind control and evil devil worshiping to control people. Okay, so MoonRabbit again is back again with his people to take over the chain. I've talked about this. I warned the community about that we need to come together and we need to repeg USTC, and the community refuses to. They refuse to. We're gonna get what we deserve when we refuse to do simple things. All right. And some of you guys are like, well, I'll just sell. Well, you're gonna sell. You'll sell in a big loss. I mean, a lot of you guys are in the losses because you didn't stake your token. You didn't stake your token, so you didn't remove out circulation to help the community out, and then you get rewarded for it. So if you're if you're dumping your lung tokens because you don't want to go through the war or whatever, you don't want to go through this process, and you're selling for a 50% loss because some of you guys are in a 50 to 80% loss in lung because you bought it all the way high. You chased it up. You didn't buy it when it crashed. You didn't buy it months after it crashed. You waited for it to soar to record highs, to new highs before you bought in. So you're in at 305, 306, 304, 303, right? And you're not in under one, right? 30, 40 is one, um, or whatever price, whatever price you got it, whatever price you're in at, right? So, you didn't buy it right now or underneath, right? So you're in a 30% loss, 50% loss, 60% loss on Lunk right now, and you're not staking, so you're not able to get some of that money back, right? So if that's you and you want to take it and you want to get out and take a 50% loss, you do whatever you want. But we're here to fight. We're here to fight. I'm not in the war. Um, because I'm going to be neutral. I'm not, because both sides hate me, so it doesn't really matter. Jesus is Lord community, they don't like me, right? Because of the stuff Apostle said, right, and the dreams that I had, right, and so they don't like me, so I'm not part of them. And then we also have the side over here with MoonRabbit and all these guys. And they don't like me either because I talk about the validators and I talk about how these people are trying to take over the chain, and I was correct about that, right? And so I'm in the middle. So I don't know where Brad is. Brad can do whatever he wants. That's his validator. He'll decide what he wants to do. He'll pick a side most, or he'll stay neutral. He needs to let people know because people are validating with him, and it's the decision of validators to let their people know where they stand. So if you're validating, if you're delegating with any validator, you need to know. You need to ask them where do they stand in this war, because this is clearly a war going on here in the Lunk community, and the validators need to tell you exactly where they stand. Are they standing with the side of the takeover of MoonRabbit and these guys over here, or are they standing with the side of Jesus the Lord Validator and others that are trying to do what they do for the chain and take over the chain in their way, right? Um, it's almost like the Illuminati, where they got two different sides. One wants to take it over, and both sides want to take over, but they want to control in a different manner. One wants to control with nationalism, and every country is proud of their country, and that and they protect their borders and they're nationalized. And then the other side wants to be more open borders, make everybody invade every country, chaos, and complete control over it under a digital currency, a digital system, and the antichrist system. So there's both want control, but they want it in a different way. One wants it where it's manageable and people aren't robots and rats, and the other one wants complete control where everybody's robots and rats and in complete chaos. So it's almost the same thing here. MoonRabbit and these guys want complete chaos and destruction of this chain, and the what do you call it, the the oracle pool demolished, right, and then the chain's over. And then Jesus the Lord they want control, but they want to control, and they want it to be more of what they like to do in the community, and more of a controlled and growth to the top, where they want to go. So the validators need to decide which way they want to go, because one of these two sides are going to win here. And I said the same thing, but the only way that both sides lose, which is basically a win for everybody, is that the denari values, and we just buy everything up and we repeg and we send along into the pennies and dollars on our own, and we don't have to worry about this stupid war, right? So, okay. So, anyways, and Happy Caddy Crypto's caught in the middle because he's making fun of religious folks, but then he's getting hit by MoonRabbit and these guys. So it's kind of funny. Well, it's not funny, but it's kind of interesting to see this thing play out here with Happy Caddy Crypto stuck in the middle as well. Um, but so, anyways, this is what's going on. They said Happy Caddy Crypto cannot stop us. No one can, especially since we've got the TCV and Rexy helping us siphon Lunk's liquidity. So just like Lunacy DAO, they're doing the same thing. Lunacy DAO did the same thing. They sucked a lot of the liquidity out of Lunk, and with their token, and then they just kept pumping their token until they dumped on everybody, right? So these guys are all evil, evil people, man. They're just evil. They'll pump something and then they'll just dump it on everybody. So a lot of people lost money on the Lunacy DAO tokens, even though they were up. They got greedy. They got greedy. They thought Lunacy DAO will continue to just pump money in there. Now Lunacy DAO takes that money that they make off the commissions and they go and live a lavish lifestyle with it right now. They're not. I don't think they're pumping any more tokens right now. And they might come back with another token and do the exact same thing. But these guys are doing it now. All the guys that are with MoonRabbit and all these guys are doing it. So, and then you got Frag, who's looks like he's deceived the community as well, and he's turned over to the dark side as well. And you also have Strap Cole as well, heading towards the dark side here with these guys with the MoonRabbit team that is trying to take over the chain. I did say this was happen. This was coming last year. On my videos, are still up, so you guys can go back to August, September, and October here on Eyes of Media channel, and you can watch those daily videos, and you can see I was clearly talking about there's going to be a takeover by March, April. We better repeg this thing, and we better come together because there's going to be an attempt to take over the chain. I said we had until March and April, right? And then they're gonna somebody's people are working behind the scenes to take over this chain, and you better come together and work out. And guess what? We didn't even come together. The amount of power, the amount of buying power we have as a community should have already repegged USTC. We can't work together to do anything. We can't work together to call a dog home. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's ridiculous. We can't work together. You know why the wealth transfer? Everybody's like, "Where's my wealth transfer?" You can't work together. You want to be wealthy. That don't make no sense. Like we can't even work together. How is this a kingdom of God and we can't work together? I tell you that we got guys that are coming to take over the chain, and just think it's a game or just something like it's this currency being currency, thinking he can see the future. It's just ridiculous. All right, and so here's another update from the team that's taking over the Lunk community. If you sell your tokens right now because you're scared of these guys, most of you guys are selling for a 50% loss or a 30%. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, that is awful. And guys, I mean, why would you do that? But some of you guys will do that and probably have already done it. And then you're gonna blame everybody else except for yourself for coming together. It's like come together and fix this problem. It's not hard. We have buying power. Thousands of people watch these videos on Twitter and YouTube. You're telling me that we don't have buying power to come together, put our monies together to buy up USTC and repeg it after 2.5 years? That's crazy. It's not like the USTC is at a $3 billion market cap. It's at $100 million market cap, guys. You don't need to buy and burn all USTC to repeg it. You know that, right? I told you what price the fund begins is 5 cents, and when you saw it hit 5 cents, didn't the fund begin? Didn't the whole world was talking about USTC and repegging it? Wasn't USTC burning? LUNC was burning, and we were having a great time as it was going to 8 cents. And then I said, let's keep it up. Go switch over right now to burn all validator. Brad's burning every day. Nobody did, and then we went back to 1 cent. You people are doing this to yourselves. You know, you know. I mean, what do you want God to do? Like God can only do so much. We have free will, and God every time I say something and people go ignore it and they go out of place, God just lifts His hands up and says, "All right, they have free will. I mean, if they don't want to listen to the guy I assigned to them, then they're not going to listen to nobody, and they'll stay right in they poverty, and that's where many people have been. All this wealth transfer going on, many people have been stuck in poverty, right? Because they can't even work together, and they don't listen to people that God assigned them to, and they allow people like this and other community people to take over the chains and manipulate them, right? How many of you guys got into the Luna DAO token and got dumped on in a rug pool? How many of you guys got into that, right? oh, lunacy down, it's gonna save us, and then boom, they pull the rug on everybody, right? So this happens all the time, and it's just like, man, you can put $5,000 in a lunacy Dow token, but you can't put $5,000 down to help the community to repeg USTC. That's the problem, right? And so, people is just this is just ridiculous. Anyway, so quick update. They look now they're taunting here. It says quick update, Luna Classic community, as if they like the Luna Classic community or respect it at all. They wouldn't be doing this if they liked the Luna Classic community, by the way. And Happy Catty Crypto about the Rackoff token. Yes, MoonRabbit is behind it. Yes, the Rackoff LUNC validator is our second node. And then our third node is LUNC Goblin's validator. So they have three nodes. It says, yes, we're taking over LUNC community. No one can stop it. Okay. All right. So I said this was coming, but a lot of you guys don't believe anything I say, but yet you watch all my videos. It's the same thing with Prophet of Solomon. You guys don't believe anything she says, yet you guys run and buy all the tokens that she said. It's one or the other. You can't run and buy her tokens, but then say you don't believe in her. I mean, it's ridiculous. The hypocrisy is out of this world. You rush and buy her tokens every time she speaks about cryptos, but yet you say you don't believe in her. I mean, she's this, she's that, she's that. Well, then stop buying her tokens then that she recommends. Why do you rush to buy her tokens then? Every time she talks about token, I get emails and I get messages. Hey, currency, what about this token? I thought you said you don't believe in her. It's ridiculous, man. So it's just the hypocrisy is crazy. Um, all right, so here's Lunk, and I'm not sure why we're in the red because it seems like we're in the green today, but it says that we went back into the red. So we're in the red a little bit there, and people are gonna be able to choose sides here. I guess I'm not choosing any side. I'm neutral because both sides hate me, so I'm neutral. But you guys can, I guess, choose a side. Let me know which side you're choosing, and we'll go from there. All right. So the takeover has started, and the war has started in Lunk, and we'll see what uh, Christopher Harris with the Jesus Lord Validator 1 and 2 have to say about this in the coming days, and all his people and partners and their community over there see what they are going to do about this because if they don't do something quick, they're about to be out. I mean, like I told you guys yesterday, they could literally be removed from this community. These guys are not playing around. I suggest that Christopher Harris and his partners and his partners and his community better get on board and think of something quickly. You know what I mean? So, because these guys ain't playing around, and I told you they'll be back, right? So, you guys continue to believe whatever you believe, but everything I'm saying is coming to pass. So, you can continue to call me all the names you want to call me, but everything's coming to pass, and you guys are gonna be the ones hurting in the end because these guys ain't playing around. They coming for the heads of Jesus of Christopher Harris and the whole community and the lung community. So you know what I mean. So we better straighten out and stop playing and thinking this is a game. Okay, so here's Terra Luna, and Terra Luna's down today, and that's what's going on. Let's check out here because I think there's a new proposal or these are the ones that passed. So this did pass. That's good for the community. 10% is now going to go into the in the next epoch. 10% is going to go to the Oracle pool finally, right? So the distribution for the burns, we have 80%, 80% for going to the burns, 10% to community pool to continue to go that, and now we finally have 10% of the burn tax going into the Oracle pool. So that's going to be good. All right. So congrats to everybody on that one. That's good. We're putting money into the Oracle pool to save the Oracle pool from at least drowning. It's still going to be drowning, but it's going to be at least we got a longer term because we have money. At least we got 10% of that burn tax coming into the Oracle pool to help it out. And so that's good news. All right. Let's go back and let's check out some of these other proposals. We got minimum commission of 2.5. Okay, and then proposal to decrease the max block size all pass. And let's go to the voting proposals now. Okay, restore IBCs. That one's going to pass. I already told you that was going to pass on day one. And so that's going to pass, and that's almost over. And then the rejected one, 10x gas fees got rejected. So that's because they manipulated it by using the um the no with veto, right? And what happened to Matthew Perry? Did anybody know what happened with Matthew Perry? I don't know. He's making. I think he's making. Yeah, I did see some videos. Okay, never mind. But I don't know if he's been live. Has he been live lately? I'm not sure if he's been live. Maybe it's summer, it's springtime. So spring, summer, maybe he's doing stuff with his kids and wifey and stuff, maybe. But he doesn't talk about Lunk that much anymore, right? So he's getting and same thing with Clay Bro. Clay Bro does not talk. I haven't seen a Clay Bro video on Lunk in a long time. So they were pumping all these other tokens, and a bunch of other YouTubers were pumping all these different tokens, and some of them did a 5x 10x, but many of them rug pulled or crashed. It was and have done nothing. So I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, I haven't heard them talking much about Lunk anymore, and that's because he Matthew Perry talked about this and said remove that Noah veto. They're gonna start using it against us, and that's what they did here. They were losing, and so they went all Noah veto to reach that 33% threshold, which is awful because this is not a scam proposal, but that's what they did, and so. If we don't remove that Noah veto, that's what's going to continue to happen on every proposal. So Jesus Lord and them can come out and gang up together and get it and power up in their validators, but all they need is 33%, right, to not let something pass. All right. So let me see what the threshold is. Let's go back to voting, and you click on here. This is where you can see what you can do. All you gotta do is scroll down, and when you scroll down, you'll see the threshold. It was supposed to be here. Where is the threshold? Oh, there it is. No veto. I guess on this one it doesn't show you the threshold. It's supposed to show you the threshold of no veto, so it's not on this one. Now, I'm on Galaxy Station, not on, I guess, but on mobile it shows you the threshold of 33 point something. Here on desktop, it's not showing you the threshold. Okay, I think it's 33. It's 30. No veto is like 33.5% threshold or something like that. All right, so let's go to the new proposal, the deposited proposal, and increase the so this one here increase the Terra Luna Classic active validator set from 100 to 130. So they want more validators to come on board. I wonder who's trying to bring more validators on board. You mean the people that are trying to take over the chain? The MoonRabbits, they're about to bring their whole gang in to really take over, right? Maybe that's who they are. I don't know. That should not, Pat Validator should vote no on that because then you're losing out on rewards and everything else, right? 100 is enough validators, folks. 100 validators is plenty. I mean, Siberium only has 12, like, or 10, like 100 validators is enough, you know, and if you push it out to 130, then the validators start losing a lot of rewards and everything. The smaller validators don't get any rewards. It's just awful. So, anyways, we'll see how that plays out. And then here we have Lunk $1 fast track recovery via fair transaction tax. A fair trans. Let me actually click on this one to see. This proposal for community with an effective and powerful solution to suppress the total supply of lunk down by trillions and restores lunk price to $1 mark in a relatively short period of time. It is very evident that I don't care about all that. Let me, how are you guys gonna do this? Fair tax all fair tax. All accounts will contribute voluntarily to avoid high tax for being inactive very long. This includes. Oh my God! This looks like this is not gonna this is not gonna work. Okay, if I can barely understand what this is, I already know it's not gonna work. They're talking about then they're talking about exchanges. Oh Lord have mercy, that's a different beast and ball game. Okay, that's not gonna work, guys. I tell you, the moment you say outside sources like exchanges, good luck. And it's hard to even reach these people now, right? They're all struggling as well because we're still not out of the bear cycle completely yet. Rules to prevent double and network validating. Excuse me. Okay, so here's the one that we talked about that they're gonna start doing for Christopher and these guys, and not just Christopher though, but I just said the MoonRabbit guys have 3 validators. You know what I mean? They just admitted to it. So this is crazy, man. No validator in Luna Classic. Columbus 5 will run multiple nodes. They will maintain 1 validator and all this other stuff. Okay, so now of course MoonRabbit can say, well, we'll just hand it over to somebody else, and then they'll run it, and then these other guys running it. Still be ours. It's just somebody else is running it, right? So same thing with JesusIsLord and them. They could be like, okay, well, I'll just have my assistant. Christopher can say, I'll just have my assistant run the other one, and then it is what it is. So I don't know how this is gonna work, but this is crazy, man. All right, so they want to prevent the double, and we should never have double validating on the chain, anyways. This is ridiculous. Everybody should have 1 validator, and it should be 100 validators. Everybody has 1 validator. You shouldn't have 2 validators. No, it's not right. And but of course this is decentralization, so anything goes. But we should have a moral concept. I know a lot of people are wicked on this chain, but we should have at least some type of moral concept as well, saying, look, double noting is not right, right? All right. So, anyways, uh, let's go here. What a day it's been. What the last 48 hours has been, too, in this community. A lot of fighting, a lot of bickering, a lot of people taking over, a lot of people threatening others. I mean, it's just crazy. Lunk of our lives, as the lunk turns, as lunk turns, right? Okay, so 67 million burns, and then we have 124,000 in burns today, and then we have 14.33 there. All right, Oracle pool continues to drain out 127 now. Man, it's draining a lot faster now, and even USTC is draining a lot faster now. We went from 450 there to 438 within 7 days now. All right, community pool to the upside. All right, and then validators. Let's click that last. 5 billion in staking has come in as the 10% is going to go to the Oracle pool there to so people want to stake a little bit more. So we didn't get the 50% of the increase of the 10x gas fees ago, but we have the 10x that's going from the burn tax into the Oracle pool in the next epoch. So that's going to boost it up a little bit there. L-Bun project gets almost 5 billion in it. And then you got this LUNC burn program and all these other guys coming in, LUNC swap, LUNC validator, a lot of LUNC stuff. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Is that a takeover? Are they part of the takeover group? Like maybe. Are they for Christopher? Or are they for um Happy Caddy Crypto? Or are they for MoonRabbit? Well, we don't know. I guess we'll find out. And then we got these guys here losing. The biggest loser was Lunk, Luna Classic Labs, and Vegas were the biggest losers here, and also TDR and Baywatch. All right, so you can see that JesusIsLord 1 and 2 are coming up as well. Then they're in there as well. So and then I don't know who their partners are, but it could be the guys at the top. It might not be. I don't know. We don't know. All right. That's what's going on. Redelegate closing. Okay. And they're closing up shop. And then Classic Nodes is also, and Luna Punks needs to, and Baron again. So these guys need to. And then you got Stakely also missing signatures. You got Stake been missing signatures. Wow. You guys are missing a lot of signatures here, man. You're missing out on staking rewards for your people. Get that fixed, guys and girls. All right, let's go to the validators where all the fun begins. Right, some of them are good, some of them are bad. A lot of them are bad, and some of them are in between. It's up to you to decide who's who. You should know who's who by now. But if you choose to stick with them, then that's on you, and you'll reap the consequences. We all have a choice to make in life, and you reap what you sow. All right. So, anyways, that's what's going on, and let's see if there's anything changed. Not much has changed. Everything remains even Steven for right now, and hope you guys are all relaxing and chilling. Gonna be watching the war. World War III has begun, and now people are taking sides. And so take the sides you want to take, or stay even, Steven. And we'll see how this thing plays out, man. But yeah, they're trying to take over the chain, and so we'll see which side takes over the chain, or does nobody take over the chain? They both lose. I think some of you guys are like, they both need to lose. You know what I mean? All right. Peace out. God bless. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.